Hey there everybody, and welcome back to the show. As always, I'm your host, Justin Archer, aka The Posture Guy, your #1 source on pain, posture, and performance. And today we have a little bit of house cleaning to take care of. Speaking of cleaning, I'm looking at the viewfinder here and wow, I could really use a haircut and a shave. But I guess that's just a side effect of moving to the Northwest. We moved to Vancouver, but apparently my hair and my facial hair thinks we're in Seattle. But I digress. Obviously, I'm kidding. I love you, Seattle. Thank you for all my posture peeps out there watching. I really love you guys and appreciate you. But all kidding aside, like I said, we have some house cleaning to take care of. And what I mean by that is that over the past year, thepostureguy.com's viewership and audience has grown. Each and every day, there's more and more people signing up for the newsletter. And that's great. And each and every post I put out, there's more and more interaction. But where that interaction is happening is places like YouTube or just through direct email directed towards me. And don't get me wrong, I love that. But what I would like to do, what I'd like to ask your help with, is to migrate that onto the site in the comment section below. Because a lot of times people will email me and with a specific question, and they may feel that they're the only person dealing in that situation. And what I tell them, and I'll share with you guys too, is I guarantee you that there's a minimum of 10, probably more like 100 other people that are in the same situation. So if you were to, and I understand not everything you want the world reading, if it's something personal, please don't hesitate to email me directly. But if it's something you don't mind the world seeing, put it in the comment section below. So that way when I answer the question, those people who are in the exact same situation, or at least similar situations, similar circumstances, they can read it and they can learn from it too. And then maybe if they have a suggestion, they can add to it. So I really want to try to make the site, more of a community where we can all learn from one another. All right. So like I said, if something's personal, I totally understand. You don't want to put in the comment section. I feel you. I'm the same way. But again, just think about your fellow posture guy and gal, and maybe a question that you ask and how it may benefit them. All right. So that's #1. #2 is let's vary up the form of communication. I'd say the bulk of the communication I have with everybody, all the posture guys and gals, is through email, and that's fine. But feel free to pick up the phone and call me. My number's on the contact page. I usually leave it at the end of each post. I'll make sure to leave it at the end of this one. But it's 619-800-2459. That's a San Diego area code. Granted, if you're in the States, no problem. I understand, I have clients from all over the world, so if it's, if there's any long distance charges, I understand why you may not. Totally get it. But feel free to give me a call too, Save us both from a lot of typing and developing things like carpal tunnel syndrome, elbow pain, shoulder pain, upper back pain, neck, migraines, headaches, all that stuff. So feel free to give me a call. And the third thing is if you have a question that's maybe more technical about your posture or how you're doing a particular exercise, and this is regardless of if you're a pain client of mine or if you're someone using one of the free routines, is since posture alignment therapy is a very visual based therapy, to help you to the best of my abilities, I have to be able to see something, right? So if you don't, if you're not aware of this, I offer online therapy and Skype therapy. Well, Skype therapy, just like it sounds, is I'm working with people one-on-one over Skype. I'm evaluating their posture and then taking them through a exercise routine or a sequence of exercises to improve their posture and get them out of pain. So that's kind of like, the top tier kind of Cadillac of the therapies that I offer. It's nice because it's one-on-one. It's basically like working with someone, one-on-one in person, except there's just a computer screen between us. Well, with my online therapy clients, or with people who are using some of the exercise routines from the free content I put out, it's a little bit harder to know, are they doing the exercises exactly correctly, or if they have an exercise and they try to write me something, and sometimes things are lost in context, either the way that they're writing it, or quite frankly, it could be the way that I'm reading it. So, let's use the technology that we have available to us to use more visuals. So, for example, my online therapy clients, the way that I evaluate their posture is they will send me 4 photos front, back, left and right sides from head to toe in good lighting, and you can use something like, your phone. Any smartphone now has good enough quality camera on it to take pictures. So if you have a question about your posture, maybe what condition you're in, or what exercise routine you should start with, or anything like that, send me some photos, and that will allow me to help you to the best of my abilities. Now, if it's something like the form of your exercise, are you doing something right, or are you doing something wrong, or I do this and this hurts, how can I modify it? That's where video really comes in handy. And this is something that I've been experimenting with more with my online clients lately, and it's been a big hit, so I want to tell you guys about it, is, using technology like, YouTube, which I know that's not new, but things like YouTube Capture. So on the iPad and iPhone, iPod Touch and all that, and I'm sure they have this for Android and everything, there's a little thing called YouTube Capture. And you can just basically record yourself or have someone record you doing the exercises and then upload it. And you can upload it privately so not everybody can see it. Send me that link to that particular video and say, hey, here's what I'm doing. Can you check and see, am I doing it right? Am I doing wrong? Is there something I can do to make it better? And again, that's just giving me more information, especially the visual helps a lot. And it's allowing me to help you to the best of my abilities. And I've been doing that with my online clients. Sometimes, instead of writing them an essay-long response to some of their questions or emails, I'll either use a device like the iPad or my iPod Touch or iPhone, or I don't know if you know this, YouTube has on their site a webcam upload feature, because a lot of desktops and laptops nowadays, they have the built-in webcams at the top. So if you go to upload a video on YouTube, you can just actually hit, I believe it's webcam capture or whatever it's called. It's obvious when you see it, and you can upload video directly from your webcam straight to YouTube. So I'll have some people who do that, and again, if I have a response that's really long and also includes some things that would be shown better visually rather than described via text, then I'll make a video for someone and say, hey, I saw your posture, this week this looks better, this still needs work, here's what we're going to do, here's why, here's where you should feel this, here's some important things to take note of, and I'm just talking like I am now in front of a camera, and I can visually show them. So if I have to show them certain things or things to be mindful of, I can, and it instantly uploads to YouTube. I take that private link and I send it to them, so you don't have to worry about someone stumbling across a video of seeing you with your shirt off or something like that, doing a postural assessment or anything like that. So there's no worries about it getting out there on the internet, as long as you just make sure to click and make sure that it's unlisted. Make sure to take it off private and put it to unlisted. All right. So that's some ways that I think, like the title of this post is called, help me, help you, help us, because I really want to make this as much of a community where we can all learn from one another. And speaking of which, if you have any ideas of tech or anything that we can use to make that learning experience easier and simpler so we can get the most out of this, please leave in the comment section below, because these are the things I know, but there's a lot I don't, and I'm definitely open to trying new things. All right, so if you promise me to help migrate the conversations and everything we're having via email and maybe over at YouTube and everything, don't get me wrong, let's keep having those, but kind of migrating them more to the comment section below here so we can all learn from each other's questions and everything, that would be great. And if you can promise me that, then I can promise you that next week, in next week's post, I will have had a haircut and I'll be clean shaven. All right. Anyways, thanks for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you inside in the next video. Until then, take care and keep moving.